I used to put a compressor on a track like this, and then I would click this arrow and I would click sidechain, and then I'd have to go to audio from kick, and then I'd have to adjust all the controls like this. But the problem with this is that the more and more tracks that you have, the more compressors you have to add. And if you want to change the release time, so you want to make it like more or less pumpy, you have to do it on every single individual track, which is really inefficient. There are other ways to do it, and my preferred way is to use a return track, and actually more than one return track, to give you some options for side chaining, but all at the same time. So what I have set up is I have two tracks at the very end of my returns. And one of them is called short sidechain, and one of them is called long sidechain. And they're just a compressor with the sidechain input turned on, and they're already listening to the kick track. And the advantage to this is that using a return track like this means that I can change this synth here that is not currently being sidechained. I can change it to sends only. So it's not sending to the master bus directly. It's going to just any one of these sends. So currently it's not being sent anywhere. So if I want to send it to my short sidechain, I need to send it to G, which is the second to last send, right? And now it's going to go to short SC. So if I pull up short SC, now it's sidechaining. So what I can do is anything that I want sidechain, I can just increase that send. Go to sends only, increase the send, and have it be going to that return track. I also have a long sidechain because sometimes you want it to be really quick and sometimes you want it to be really long. So in this case, I kind of want this to be longer. So I have these different, this long sidechain compressor is set at 120 milliseconds and the short one is set at 30. So, 4 times as long for the longer sidechain amount. And this is useful because if I really want it to pump, then I can just send it to the long one, right? Like this. So it gives you lots of flexibility. For something like vocals, you might want to use the short side chaining. And for something longer like these synths or the bass, or depending on the genre that you're in, but in this one in particular, there's a lot of side chaining and it's a big part of the overall sound and something that you really want to dial it in. So I like to have more than one option and sometimes even 3 options just to make things easier depending on what I'm working on.